The skyscrapers are empty, the streets are without traffic, and chilling silence emanates throughout the area. These are the scenes of China's ghost cities. These streets resemble abandoned or evacuated cities from a zombie or nuclear apocalypse movie. But nobody even lived here in the first place. China's economic plan to build into oblivion has transformed it into the world's second biggest economy in a short space of time. But do these empty cities show the ugly side of this economic boom? Ordos. The whole city feels like a post-apocalyptic space station straight out of a science fiction movie. The words of photographer Raphael Olivier when speaking about the Chinese ghost city Ordos in northern China. In the early 2000s, China experienced a coal mining boom and was awash with cash. Expecting a huge economic boom, they built an entire new city named Ordos, which was anticipated to be the home of 1 million people. 10 years later, hardly anyone had moved over. Ordos New Town was very close to Ordos Old Town, which was already a thriving town. There was no need to make this place their home, and who wants to live in a ghost town? Most of the people who settled in Ordos Old Town were migrant workers and government officials, and government offices were moved near Ordos in order to encourage them to live in this empty place. The whole city is one big investment plan gone wrong. 80 to 90% of the apartments in this city are owned by investors who have held on to them and are hoping to make money off them in the long term. They are also investors who are so wealthy that they do not need to budge and lower the price. By 2016, China decided to lower its expectations in hopes that Ordos would be home to just 300,000 people. But a combination of high taxes and poor construction meant that still nobody wanted to live there. By 2016, only 100,000 people lived there, so even their lowered expectation of housing only 300,000 people were clearly not low enough. And this is a nationwide problem. In China, there are 65 million empty units, which is enough to house the entire population of France. These empty units could even home at least 25% of its homeless population of 300 million. The reason why there are so many homes is that China's middle class views property as a safe investment. They are not allowed to invest outside of China, so having more than one home is a safe way of keeping your life savings intact and invested in brick and mortar. China's real estate sector is also a huge part of its economy. The country wants to continue growing its economy, so it also needs to continue growing its real estate sector. And the only way to continue growing its real estate sector is to continue building and building. In the center of Ordos are 2 horse statues, representing the traveling nomadic culture of its region. It turns out they want to travel anywhere but here.